Hello, another 1080p video for you, ladies and gentlemen. The Royal Australian here, welcome back. And the reason why it's 1080p is because of the excessively high refresh rate. Well, that's pretty normal. However, it doesn't matter. I upload a mixture of videos. Most of them are 1080p anyway. At least all 750 of my other videos are. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I told you guys that I wanted you guys to see how fast an idiot can lap a Volkswagen Samba bus around the Nordszleife. That was completely stock, and the only thing that it had in it was a custom transmission. Okay. Let's do the same, but with a Beetle. First things first, we're going to tune this girl. Now, just FYI, this car is a lot lighter, therefore it is a lot faster. It's also a lot more aerodynamic. 1966 Volkswagen Beetle, so we're going to throw on nothing but this. And this. Oh yeah, I forgot. CMs and CSs. We do like our good tires. And this car also needs better suspension. So yep, we got that. That's all I need. Just to put this into awesome. I think comfort sauce will do just fine. The ride height? Might just lower it down to 95 front. 100 rear. That'll do. We want it to be nice and stable. We don't want that much brake sensitivity. Fully customizable manual transmission. Now, we need to put this all the way forward to 6 seconds. Because this car is not very fast. So, I'm going to put it at 2.1. Because this gearbox is very finicky. You know, that's a reasonable power band. I'll leave it at that. That's about 95 miles an hour. Okay. Now, Let's see how fast an idiot can lap the Nordszleife 24-hour in a Volkswagen 1200 of 1966. Or Beetle in this case. One lap, that'll do. Oh, hang on. I've got to load settings. There we go. That'll do. One make. Select from garage. So you. Oh, I'm going to change car. I'm going to go by manufacturer. I'm going to give these guys the slowest vehicle in the game. And the slowest car in the game. Ah, okay. Sorry, there's no faster way of doing this, ladies and gents. They're about the same speed, actually, ladies and gentlemen. Because I've chucked a fully customizable transmission in a Fiat 500 of 1968 and have gone about 80 miles per hour in one. So that's because I had a really long power band set on it. There you go, slow opponents. Anyway. Alright. Okay. Here we go. This is going to be interesting, so before we get started, I'm going to be right back, ladies and gents. Okay, the Royal Australian is also about to cook breakfast, but let's get this show on the road. What'd I tell you? This track, by the way, is 14 miles long. There we go. Should have chose my Volkswagen summer bus for this purpose. That way the bus has a competitive advantage. But ladies and gentlemen, this is basically me lapping a Beetle around one of the most hardest circuits in the world. Did I tell you this thing can do almost 80 miles an hour? I think I may have said at the beginning of this video that this thing could do 90 miles per hour, but maybe in a long straight line. There's 70. What'd I tell you? About 85 miles an hour. I swear I saw 91 just then. Nice job, Herbie. Sorry about that. That's me checking on my fiancée to see if she's actually awake, but she's not awake. Fun fact about the Beetle is it's faster around here than the bus was. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's very simple. Aerodynamics. Yeah, I was doing 35 up here previously. So here I am in a bug, or a Beetle, doing 50 miles an hour because aerodynamics for the win. The bus was also 600 pounds heavier than this thing, so leave it in fifth around here. I can tell this vehicle is going to be a lot faster around here than the bus was. fact, the engine behind me is 2 litres. The engine behind me in the bus was also 2 litres. The bus was slower because it was heavier. The car itself is a lot quicker. We're looking at probably somewhere in the ballpark of 17-minute lap time, while the bus did 20, I guess. As we bring the lap to a close, ladies and gentlemen, one thing's for certain: the new channel name still has not been fixed. Go check out my How I Won Against Banker Say video on my YouTube channel to select a brand new name for the channel. I also corrected myself in the description. You would have noticed that some of my words were not correct. In that banker say determination, they gave it both to myself and the bank, but mostly to the bank. So AFCA discriminates against people with disabilities as well. So I would recommend you take all of your complaints to the Australian Human Rights Commission or to me so I can do it for you. My consultation services for people with disabilities are free. For anybody else, you have to pay a $2,000 fee to represent you in a courtroom if you're going to a courtroom. But I can still help you regardless. Provide your legal advice and all that. No, I'm not licensed. I'm a freelancer. Fun fact about Australia, we were all freelancers before we invented our own qualifications. This is because we were all criminals. That's how the country is run. It's run by a bunch of criminals. That was idiotic of me. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you lap a stock Beetle around the Nordszleife. For me, that was insanely quick. 15 minutes and 53 seconds. That's 8 minutes off the original time. The last video I uploaded was 23 minutes long. This one is only 15. But I decided to make it 25 minutes long anyway because I wanted to include the car selection. 16 minutes and 6 seconds. I don't get rid of crashes, so I want you guys to see the mistakes that I make. That being said, thanks for watching. I've been the Royal Australian. Bye-bye.